Welcome to Contractors Chronicles. I'm Themi sharing the raw and real journey of navigating the home services industry. No fluff, just the ups and downs of building a business from the ground up. If you're a blue collar worker, business owner, or contractor, this is your go to spot. Join the conversation, or comment and share your stories, and let's grow this community together.
Fellow business owners and entrepreneurs, for those who have said, Themi, where's your podcasts and the emails, notifications that I've received? Guys, I haven't gone away. I'm still here. I battle with consistency. I raise my hand on that. Trying to grow a business and launch the podcast is still something I will keep on trying to get on top of. And you'll see I'll master this too. I will be consistent with it. It's just that I've really had to recheck and reevaluate my life and my business at the end of last year. It was difficult. Guys, I've put in 8 years of my life building this business. And most entrepreneurs build businesses that are surrounded by them. They have all the glory initially. They've got profits, they've got cash flow, they buy boats, they buy cars. I'm not that man. I'm not doing that. I'm not building this business around me. I am definitely not going to be the center of all the spokes. I'm definitely going to be the person that builds a business and a legacy for the people that are in my business, that are dedicated to build what we've created in the Lab Vision together. So the Lab Manifesto was born on this road, this very road. And I've promised that every time I go on this road, I will hold myself to account on how this Lab Manifesto is materializing. And where we at last year, December, we were sitting around the lunch table after getting all the staff together. Guys, we had a grueling year, good and bad. But for me, it felt like it was more bad because I got looking around the table. I'd appointed new people. We had just moved premises. After I was told, don't move premises, I pulled the trigger. Said, we got to move to better premises. I was doing work from my laptop in my car outside my own premises. I'd given my office to the admin staff or to my management because they needed it more than me. I could work remote. I'll bite the bullet for as long as I could. We built shelves. We went and took up height in the business. We built up little walls. Guys, walls to separate as much of the noise that we could, but it just became an incestuous snake pit of dysfunctional behavior. And maybe I let it go too far. I don't know what it was specifically, but I have an inkling where it is. And I think I allowed a little bit of dysfunctionality to creep in, a little bit of bad behavior to creep in with the staff because we were doing a lot of things, and I let it fester, and I didn't nip it in the bud like I should have. And I should have. And I take accountability because as entrepreneurs, the most difficult task for us is to look in the mirror and to say, where did you fuck up? Not where did your staff fuck up? Where did you fuck up? And I really had to look at that. And last year, we had done a lot of stuff. We had spawned off a new division, a pool company. For those who know that are on my podcasts, the pool company. That's doing well. So we refurbish fiberglass swimming pools and we do the relining and the gel coating. We also do the maintenance of those swimming pools. We do flat roof waterproofing. We're one of the only specialized waterproofing businesses in Cape Town. We charge a call out fee. We don't just arrive. We don't do free quotes. We charge. Because we built our reputation around specialized waterproofing. People come to us to waterproof their flat roofs. Architects get us in to do that as well. box gutters, commercial box gutters. We have one of the only long-lasting solutions in the market. Go and check out rubbergutter.co.za. Rubbergutter.co.za. You'll see us there. But guys, we also started a pool company, a roofing company, and it's still limping. There's a lot of lessons to learn there. I'll share with you as we go on throughout the year how we've grown that division. We have plans for that, but we furiously building a business, as the Lab Manifesto had said on this road, that we'll be one of the most prolific specialized home services companies in Africa. We're starting off with Western Cape and Cape Town, but we're building it, and boy, are we building it. So when we go back to last year, why was everyone down in the dumps? Well, we decided to move into bigger premises because it became the snake pit. We were just crawling all over each other. So the environment had a lot to do with that, guys. Environment had a lot to do with that. I mean, I was pushing it. I was saying, how long can we stick it out? We're going to pay double the rental. Anyway, I took the plunge, much against everyone's wishes, signed along the dotted line, and went for a bigger premises. Now I have my own office. My team have their own offices or own spaces. And we've got a nice boardroom. Guys, you've got to come see it. By the way, we allow anyone over to come see our workspace. And I'm not saying it because we're special, but we've created something special. Our workspace is something you could eat off the floors. Like one company said, we're acquiring another pool company. We're in the process of acquiring another pool company. And the owner came over to our place and he just said, oh my gosh, you have something so special. You could eat off the floors here. We've got labels for everything. We've got the flow has been thought of. So the team, and I must say, one of my team members had the vision. He calls playing the movie. He can see the vision. He read the Lab Manifesto. And he's playing the movie. He says, Themi, if we don't have a good workspace around, or a good work area, we're not going to attract other home services businesses. They're not going to like it, and we're going to be tripping over each other. We need to create something special here. And it took a lot out of him. Love him for that. I love him for that. I take no credit for it except being his support. But you must come see it. It's different size ladders on the wall with labels, strategic places. We know if a ladder's gone, we know that it's missing. We've got cages where we dispatch. We've got a warehouse manager. We've got standard operation procedures manuals. We've got time boards. We've got clipboards where we account for jobs that are not complete and are complete. We've got schedules. Yeah, guys, we're building a machine here. But coming back to that day is that when we moved to this new premises, or when we signed the deal, there was a lot of pressure for us to move. And the move is taxing because someone needs to think everything through and manage the people. And then we realized as well that because we got these divisions, we own a pool company called Pool Lab. Pool Lab can't arrive with a Pool Lab shirt coming to do a flat roof waterproofing system, or a Pool Lab bucky, vehicle, van, whatever you call it. With Pool Lab on there, and we're coming to do waterproofing. Guys, that's absurd. So we needed to change our branding. So I needed to get a marketing consultant, and the marketing consultant advised us, said, we've got three in fact, and I like this one person, particularly Gary, said to me, Themi, you need to change the way you think. You are now growing into something a little bit bigger, and we need to change all the branding to this new company. And that's when LabWorks was born. Because we're going to dominate the home services space. Our core competency We're no longer a home services company. We're a logistics company that deliver specialized home services to homeowners. We're a logistics company. We do things differently. From the way we answer the phone to when we hand over the project to when we come back to the client a few weeks later to see whether everything's okay. We do things differently. And we need to change our branding. And all this process, I mean, we spent a fortune on it. Now the website needed to change. We needed to get rid of our SEO specialist because he just couldn't understand and couldn't help. We'd spent thousands of rands, hundreds of thousands of rand on SEO for our other company, Waterproof Lab. And now we needed to shift everything over to LabWorks. That was quite a challenge, a lot to think about. So now we've got LabWorks, which is the mother company or the holding company, and we've got pools, waterproofing, and roofing. And we needed to change our uniforms, our websites, our vehicles, our attitudes. We had to remake it. So people had different attitudes. Like the waterproofing guys, they weren't aligned. They couldn't understand that we are now forming a unified culture. So the value systems the value system that we had built with our team over the last couple of years, we now needed to revisit, bring it to the fore, and any newcomers needed to live by it. And the old players who were overlooked in the past because we just needed them and we couldn't do anything about it, we needed to get rid of them because we realized now we can't mess around anymore. And everyone wants to be part of this phenomena with LabWorks, but not many people are cutting it. So there was a little bit of unhappiness because the A players were carrying the B and C players. And they were getting what we call in South Africa, gat for. And when they get gat for, you can see it. The culture starts, the energy starts declining in the business. They get upset. People are more or less patient with each other, more impatient with each other. And it starts becoming a mare where there's a bit of infighting. And everyone feels like, we need direction and we need assertiveness. And I like to use the forming, storming, or the forming, storming, norming and performing model. Guys, go and Google it. Forming, storming, norming and performing model, which I brought to my team and I coach them through it regularly. We go through the storming phase all the time. But we went through it in December, and I sat around this boardroom table with the snacks and the curry, and everyone was just silently eating on their own. And here I am in this big premises that I signed surety for, thinking, what is next year going to bring? I don't even think we'll work for next year. We've doubled our rental. We've spent close to 200,000 Rand on renovating the new brand and aligning the people, hiring more people. And everyone's just morbid. You could see everyone wanted to just go home. And all this was it felt like to me like plastic. My delayed dad used to say, it's plastic when it's not real. And it didn't feel real at all. So here we are sitting around the boardroom table, and I'm just so depressed. I couldn't wait to get out of there myself. And in fact, we all left, and it just burnt me alive that, even going away on holiday, I said to myself, I don't know what next year is going to bring. I don't even think we've got jobs for next year. And I think we all took a break. We all calmed down, and I said, guys, if I'm ever going to bring my leadership back on point, now is the time. Now I've got to bring it back. The minute those doors open, I have to be there and show great leadership. Because you know what? I'm not building something selfish here. I'm building it for my team. So I've got to be there for my team. We're not making the world's most money right now. We're building a machine. There's a lot of entrepreneurs out there that are doing what I do. They're still driving bakkies, doing quotes, speaking to clients and saying, yeah, well, I make more money than you do. You're not building a machine, China. And a machine is what's going to help the rest of the team grow, create more employment. LabWorks is going to be known all over South Africa and soon all over Africa. And we'll get there. By hook or by crook, we'll get there. Because in Afrikaans they say, die wat aanhou wen. That those who keep on persisting will win. Like Mike Tyson says, it's not how hard you fall, it's how quick you get up. So guys, I know this has been a long podcast, but Jesus, I needed to vent and tell you guys that all of us entrepreneurs, we go through dips. I've done some podcasts. Go back to my podcasts and you will see. I'm like, yay, things are going great. We're doing things right. And then all of a sudden, like his movies, like, car comes to a skid. Things aren't going too good. That's business. That's life. Ah, guys, sorry for the vent, but I needed to share with you. I hope there's some pearls out there for you guys. Yeah, we currently in a good space, but I say that cautiously because now I know I'm going to go through a dip again sometime. It's what I signed for. I signed to take this dip. I signed for this because I'm building a machine. I'm building a legacy. And my kids are going to look at these videos one day and they're going to say, you know what? It wasn't so easy. Go back to Dad's Chronicles. Contractors Chronicles. Go and listen to that. Building a business is not for sissies. It's not for sissies. Will never be. But don't lick your wounds for too long, guys. Lick them, go away for a while, come back, bounce back stronger. We're in a good place. Things have never been better with our businesses right now. We've got less people. We're doing more work. Things are more systemized. There's more control. There's more clarity. There's better people joining us. Our standard operations procedures has never been so advanced. Our warehouse manager made a massive difference to us. Leonard, if you're listening, I want to say thank you to you, pal. You are flippin' rock star. Hendrik, you are incredible, my boyki. Graham, for going out and selling. It's all part of the team, man. And Bex, the backbone of the controls and the admin. Ellie, to help us get some people in. You got Leonard in. Long may he lost. Pauline, that's joining us on HR. And Gary, that's joining us in marketing. AJ, that's helping us with the box cutters. The ads. The Google paid for ads. The landing page. The emails. We're going CRM system. We are building SOPs. We've built SOPs for back of us. We're now moving towards front of us. Like, when they pick up the phone and they're speaking to clients, we want those standard operating procedures in place. And then we're going to go out to the field and do SOPs there. Videos like, hey, this is how you answer your clients when they ask you questions. Or when you ring the doorbell, this is what you do. You introduce your team. You wear shirts, branded shirts without glue on it. Clean, neat, tidy. Your cars are spotless. We've got webcams in all our cars right now to check the safety of the driving. If you yawn, it'll say you're tired and a notification will come through to us. Guys, we're building something damn special here. I hope you guys are with us on this journey. Terribly excited to share the rest of our LabWorks growth with you. And I'm going to sign off now. And hopefully we can start getting this podcasting up and running this year. We're looking for premises to host our podcasts. Another thing. Can't always do it in the outdoors here. I love it. But it needs to be in a controlled environment. It needs to be structured. We need to have a system for our podcasting. Guys, because we're touching people's lives, making a difference in others. We need to use social media to make this difference. Okay, signing out for now. Love you all.